it's a very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you're going to have very dishonest elections. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support. And that goes with the other ones, too. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before. This is their way of campaigning. And this is one instance, but you have three other instances. It's election interference. So I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all. And we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think it's very dishonest. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
If elected, would you pardon yourself? President.
How was this different from the previous election?
Well, we all know Donald Trump now had to turn himself in down in Georgia, in Fulton County jail Thursday night on state charges that he conspired to overrun the result of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Trump was fingerprinted, and a booking photo, commonly known as a mugshot, was taken of the former president and later released to the public. Trump is facing charges in 4 separate criminal cases, but this time it's the first time he had a mugshot taken. Trump is facing 13 separate counts in Georgia, including a racketeering charge and several fraud and false statement counts. The deadline for Trump and this 18 co-defendants in the case to turn themselves in was Friday. So Trump, listen, Trump is in trouble, man. You know, he was president. He's known for saying a whole bunch of polarizing stuff. But let's check out some other stuff, what the news had to say about Trump. And, you know, some things that he had to say. We'll come right back.
And we begin here tonight with some breaking news and a historic first. We've seen now a mugshot of a former president, Donald Trump. And in this whirlwind trip that he made to Atlanta today to be booked and fingerprinted and to have his picture taken. Fox's Rebecca Castro has more from Atlanta's Fulton County Jail, where the 45th president was treated like any other defendant.
It's the 4th time this year former President Donald Trump has had to surrender on criminal charges. It's an historic scene becoming almost routine. Just a short time after this mugshot was taken, the first for a former president, Donald Trump headed home from Atlanta's Fulton County Jail after surrendering to authorities Thursday night. And he had a few words for them right before he left.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it.
Trump had no choice. He had to show up in person at the jail so notorious it's called out in rap songs. Just like the other 18 defendants in this case. There he was booked on charges he tried to hijack the state's 2020 election.
You should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that.
Trump had to post a $200,000 bond for his release. And earlier Thursday, he sacked the attorney who negotiated that amount and the virtual gag order that came with it. His new lead lawyer is Stephen Sadow, who in the past represented high-profile clients, but this is an entirely different challenge.
2 of the prosecutions are brought by elected state district attorneys. They're not going to be bound by any kind of tradition or norm or custom that we followed for so many years in this country to let former presidents alone.
Security around the jail was tight for hours before the former president arrived. Hundreds of protesters and supporters turned out for the GOP frontrunner. Trump has not yet entered a plea in this case, but says he did nothing wrong. The DA wants Trump and the 18 other co-defendants arraigned early next month. In Atlanta, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Well, Trump, Giuliani, and the rest of his cohorts, they're saying that they're innocent. Trump is saying that this is a miscarriage of justice. He didn't do anything wrong. He has every right to protest the elections, which he felt like was stolen from him. But Trump is very polarizing. We all remember what happened a couple years back. What was that? January 6th down in D.C., where a bunch of Trump protesters stormed the Capitol building. I mean, it was just pandemonium and mayhem. And ever since Trump was running for office, and when he became president, he said a lot of polarizing stuff that's gotten a lot of people hurt. And listen, I don't think that Trump, Joe Biden, none of them should be president. You know, at this point, we just need to move on from Trump and start over and get somebody else, man, because all of this foolishness is a fiasco. It's just one big fiasco, man. But I'm gonna cut the video short here, man. Let me know what you guys think. As I said, Trump saying this is a miscarriage of justice. He's saying that he's innocent. Tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Peace.